I pointed at the names, and you were right there. Good job. Trenton, we might have something in the works going on here. This guy might have a future. Green flag comes out. Here we go. 20 laps the distance. This is going to be for the inside row, if I'm not mistaken, of our 3-wide starting spot on Saturday night as Wasman, he gets it up on the old right rear, going to hike that left rear up and going to dig off turn number 4. Watching everybody vying for position. A little bit of rub and racing there between the 9 machine. That's Vince Lucas as he got the old fender ruffled up. Uh-oh. Speak of the devil,
There's my teammate, 747.
So Colt Neck is your teammate.
Yeah,
that's very good.
Same
very good. So, race leader right now, JT Wasman. He's got himself a second lead over Dayton Pursley. Ben Stockton in that second spot. And here comes Jason Pursley. He's working around the inside of Hager. The 55H up. Oh, hold on. Stockton, a little bit out of whack there, and Pursley had to get on the binders. A little bit of contact, going to allow Hager to slide around the outside. Here comes downtown. Kyle Brown working the rim of the racetrack, trying to get some clean air. And Brandon, how much does air affect these race cars? Because I've heard that it is a big deal these days with all that horsepower and all that air running through those sail panels.
Yeah, it's getting more and more, I guess, popular.
Prevalent.
It's someone slides across your nose, it will upset your car in a heartbeat. I mean, everyone thinks because we got open wheels and stuff, we don't really have it, but it's there.
Yeah. So when something like that happens, does it feel like the steering wheel just jumps, or does it feel like the front end jumps?
It's almost like the front end just jumps, and you're trying to steer out of it. But these things are so, I mean, we're running such weird stuff, really, honestly, on these things that they're pretty particular.
Yeah.
Spin.
Oh, no, and a hard hit. Brad Johnson gets into that 9 again. Vince Lucas loses the Pistole grip, and Brad Johnson had nowhere to go. Pretty solid hit on the front end of that 18 machine. And Trenton Berry's in the infield. Trenton, I'm telling you, I didn't mean to throw that to you right when we were going to the green, but I'll tell you, Givens has got a future behind the mic.
Yeah, he's sounded pretty good up there. I was glad he was able to go to the booth there for just a little bit of time tonight. He's doing a good job. Got a flat left rear on the 9 that I can tell, and left side tires are up there on the 18 at Johnson.
Pretty hard hit there. And we'll see if he's going to go to the Danny Crane Race Engines hot pit and maybe put some rubber on that or not. We're going to find out real soon. So Johnson looks to be all good on all 4 corners of the 18. The tire's up on that. The 9 machine of Vince Lucas, he is going to have to make his way pit side, though. We'll see if the Danny Crane Race Engines hot pits gets used or not. How many, is it 2 out of each? 3, okay. And it's the middle row. So Brandon, again, we were talking about this. I mentioned it before we went, and I was correct. This is going to qualify the top 3 for the middle row of Saturday night's feature. Now, you do have the option of tossing a night away.
Yeah.
There's a guy that tossed a night away already.
Yeah.
He's standing in a deer stand, or he was while it was still light out. Tyler Wolf going to forgo his starting spot, going to try to do it again on Friday night, not doing it tonight. He said he didn't want to start in the middle row anyway.
Yeah.
And that kind of made your decision a little easier, didn't it?
Yeah, because I was gonna race tonight for sure and throw mine away, but then he kind of made my decision for me a little bit. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I hear you. Here we go. Caution lights are down. Wasman going to bring us back to the green flag. Good start out of that 51W, and I'll tell you, JT Wasman has had a great season as well.
Yes, yeah.
He has really made leaps and bounds gains this year in that 51W. He's out on the road with the USMTS and up and down the road, and I know he's real tight with the Chisholm group as well.
Sure.
And it's showing right now because there is some serious speed in the 51W.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Hager leading that second pack, but you got a pair of Pursleys behind him, the 38 and the 10, Dayton and Jason both side by side. Now Kyle Brown, he started back in that 11th position. He's in the picture now. He's moved up into P5.
Kyle's probably the one to watch here.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
he is moving and shaking. Now he's going to try to split the wickets. Driver in deep, let her eat. Hope the right rear catches and not goes over the edge, and he does a great job. He's going to get one of the two on that one. Of course, the USMTS comes here to the Lucas Oil Speedway quite often, so Kyle Brown has been around here a time or 100, so he knows what he's doing.
He might get second here, honestly.
He might. We'll see how it goes. He might get more than that, as we're only halfway home. 10 in of 20, and Kyle Brown moving, shaking, dancing, and a grooving. Brandon, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
But speaking of the devil, we're talking about that. Jason Persley has made his way up into that second spot. Hager on the outside with Brown right there. Your race leader still JT Wasmond out in front. Good racing going on. Wasmond. As long as this thing stays green flag, they're going to have a tough time catching JT Wasmond. But if they catch a caution, throw it all out the window, because those guys back there are really, really moving. Now we got it down in the bottom of turn number 4, car number 6. That's going to be Peyton, Jason Peyton from Greenwood, Arkansas. The 0J out there as well.
It's one of my customers.
It is.
Jason Peyton.
Jason Peyton.
Good guy.
And who's the other one? The
Silvas.
03. Yes, Jason Silvas. Thank you. That's a sharp-looking car. So you're the one who did the graphics on that, then?
Yeah. I have a lot of cars here.
Yeah. I know who your number one customer is. Who is your number one customer?
So it's actually it's a toss-up this year between obviously the 4W, Tyler Wolf, and he always is joking that he keeps me in business, but no, he does. He does do a lot. And then Gary Christian is another big one that he orders a lot of stuff. So.
The old Ho Chi Town Saloon machine at Gary. Trenton, that was a little wild there. That one could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, it certainly could have been. Nice to see everybody get the cars back underneath them and going to keep rolling. I think this is going to probably be a heck of a restart right here, and we'll really see how good Wasman is, how he's able to get taken off. And I'm kind of like Givens. I'm interested in watching Kyle Brown. Kevin Stoll is also pretty aggressive back there in the 98 as well.
Yeah, Stoa started back in that 8th position outside row number 4, and he currently finds himself sitting in P6. But this is 8 to go in this one. All right, here we go. Caution lights are down. David Jerome Bergeson up atop the Foley equipment flag stand as we work through the Pitts Realty start zone. Here we go, back underway. 8 to go in this one, and it is far from over. There's Brown muscling his way into that 3rd spot, but Hager's not going away. No. The 55 tries to go back through the middle. Uh-oh. Ooh. Boy, I tell you what. The top of turn number 4.
It's tricky, man.
Ooh, now Brown gets into the back of the 55 of Hager, and he's going to try to dive underneath him. Oh, a little left side loving and a little right side romance. Hager and Brown swapping it up. Here comes Stoa back into the picture as well. You're not missing anything out front. JT Wasman, still the race leader with Persley behind him. These 3 cars, it's the best battle on the track right now. Stoa down on the bottom. Look at that. Giddy up on KS. He's got that hike going on that left rear. Hager. Boy, that is the finest line. I'm telling you what, they're almost cutting it a little short, Givens, off the top of turn number 4 so that they can drive it down and not catch the wall coming off the corner. Stoa and Brown. Brown muscles around the outside. Now he's going to try to go all the way to the cush. Not enough that time. Hager hangs on to it. What a battle.
Yeah.
How taxing is it on you as a race car driver when you're up or on the wheel like that? Because I can tell you my adrenaline would be pumping and my hands would be numb.
No. I mean, it kind of depends how your car's handling, honestly. But, I mean, Kyle's very experienced, so I'm sure he's pretty, calm. But, it can get there, especially when you got something like down there in 3 and 4.
Yeah. So if you were going to set up your car, how would you handle turn 3 and 4? Here's Kyle Brown going to battle back around the outside of Hager. Would you want to run the bottom, or are you going to push it up against the lip?
It's weird because if I've watched Terry Phillips run this track a million times, and he runs about the weirdest line, and it seems to work very well.
He
is
like
good. Right through the middle, and he cuts down.
He is good there. As everything pretty much, Wasman, hold on, your race leader up over the top of the Cush, gathers her back up. We'll see if this has anything to go as we take the white flag. Can Pursley get there? We'll see. Oh no, yellow. No good. The 92 around.
Just gave Kyle Brown.
Ronnie knew what I was going with there. Who doesn't like a little kiss? As the caution lights go out, who's going to bring this one home? JT Wasman wants to put her to bed, but he's got a pair of Pursleys that have something to say about it behind him.
Good start by Kyle Brown.
Yeah, Jason Pursley. Oh, look at Kyle Brown splitting the wickets there. That is a move right there. But Pursley, he's the one with the real good restart. Wow. Yeah. Pursley going to dip it down to the bottom side and hope that Wasman sloughs up the track, but he gets her pointed in the right direction, and we got the white flag out. Here we go. Can Wasman get the notch on the belt? We're going to find out. 2 more turns. It's cinching up. Here comes Pursley. One last-ditch effort for the 38C. Here we go to the line. Checker flags in the air for JT Wasman. Hager around in the bottom of turn number 4. Good catch on that one there, Gibbons. And how about it? JT Wasman going to visit Victory Lane at the USRA Nationals, and he is one happy camper. Jason Pursley comes home second. Kyle Brown, Dayton Pursley, and Kevin Stoa, Mr. KS Engineering, rounds out your top 5. A great race there.
Good race
For